my experience of participating in an exercise like this that will be devoid of vote buy.
There's nothing like vote buying. People came out to vote for their own conscience.
They appealed to Nigerians to take the outcome of the election in good faith, adding that Nigerians have spoken with their votes, which signifies that good governance will surely be enthroned, and the masses will be better for it. Oluchi Amuda, Osbc News. The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has appealed to the people of Lagos State to shun violence that can lead to the breakdown of law and order. Tinubu, who was the former governor of the state, said the outcome of the election in Lagos, where the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi won, should not cause outrage among residents in the state. Obi, former Anambra State governor, shocked political observers when he polled more votes than Tinubu in 20 local government areas in Lagos. In the results declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission, Tinubu polled 572,606 behind Obi, who had 582,354. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party garnered 75,750 votes, while Rabi Kwankwaso of the New Nigeria People's Party had 8,442, and Adewale Adebayo of Social Democratic Party got 772. In another development, the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, has won the presidential election in Kwara State. Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission said it was fully aware of the challenges with the INEC results viewing portal. This was contained in a statement signed by the National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye. The statement read that the Commission is aware of the challenges with the INEC results viewing portal, noting that unlike in off-season elections, where the portal was used, it has been relatively slow and unsteady. Okoye noted that the portal was only experiencing challenges and not sabotage, adding that the IREV was safe. INEC assured Nigerians that the challenges were not due to intrusion or sabotage of their systems, and that the IREV remains well secured, adding that their technical team is working assiduously to solve all the outstanding problems. The Commission expressed its regrets on the setback, especially because of the importance of IREV in the results management process. It also noted that the results from the polling units are safe on both the BVAS and the IREV portal. A civil society organization, the Center for Transparency Advocacy, has urged Nigerians to bear with the Independent National Electoral Commission as the Commission continues to collate the results of the presidential and National Assembly elections. The organization urged Nigerians to remain calm and law-abiding as the election observers also enjoined the INEC to maintain a high sense of impartiality and neutrality. The Center for Transparency Advocacy Executive Director, Faith Nwadishi, said this while presenting its preliminary report on the conduct of the presidential and National Assembly elections in Abuja. The Executive Director urged all stakeholders to continue to conduct themselves in a peaceful and responsible manner. And European Union election observer has commended the official and ad hoc staff of the Independent National Electoral Commission for the coordination of the 2023 Presidential National Assembly elections. The team leader, Mr. Delane Mikel, gave the commendation in an interview with newsmen at the INEC Collation Center in Surulere, Lagos. According to him, the electoral officials have been able to manage the polling centers very well. Mikel also led his team to Oroshoki area of Lagos before coming to Surulere, saying that his team did not experience any problems where they visited. The police have warned against the circulation of unofficial results of the presidential and National Assembly elections. The force public relations officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, said in a statement that citizens should only rely on authentic results declared by the commission. He described some of the results being shared on social media as disinformation, warning that the circulation of unofficial results is unlawful. According to him, the police have perceived the trend as a calculated attempt to eat up the polity and possibly create post-election chaos. Adejobi urged Nigerians to remain calm and go about their lawful engagements, adding that the fort has reinforced security strategies for the smooth conclusion of the 2023 general elections. Women who are waiting unto the Lord have been admonished not to lose hope, but trust in God. Mrs. Ajibike Alade, who gave birth at the age of 58, gave the admonition at the Thanksgiving service held at Christ Temple of Mercy Ministry, Itedoano, in Osogbo, Osun State Capital. Oluwatobiloba Odunuga has details.
Presence of God, there is fullness of joy. Little wonder why the Christ Temple of Mercy Ministry, also known as Itedoano, alongside the Alades family, rolled out drums to celebrate God's goodness and faithfulness in their lives. Sharing their testimony, Mrs. Ajibike Alade, who at the age of 58 gave birth to her first son, alongside her husband, Mr. Kehinde Alade, narrated their journey so far, saying road to success and greatness is not always smooth, calling on individuals to always believe in God. The family of Mr. and Mrs. Alade, who were grateful to God for the blessings, appreciated the church for standing by them when the world looked so tough. They admonished Christians to keep believing in God's words and His promises, adding that patience remains the utmost thing for God's blessings to manifest.
I trusted on God because He never fails, and His word never go back unto Him without accomplishing that which He has accomplished it to do. When He speaks, He fulfills it.
Whatsoever God has not given you, and if it's not your time, nobody can do it. So it's just perseverance and believing in God. That is the one that giveth. And within due time, He will surely give.
In his words of admonition, General Overseer, Christ Temple of Mercy Ministry, Primate Benga Yoshola, charged believers of Christ to always look up to God in all circumstances and at the same time give praises to God. Declare, quoting corporately from the book of John 16 verse 33, "These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world," and join all to stand with God at every point in time. Primate Anyonshola commended the family of Alade for they stood by God even when things were so difficult.
God has proven Himself to them, and this is the why I say it's delicate is that this is the time they need to know God better than what they did before. They should stand on the altar of the God and look at the altar and be focused. This is not the time, because there will be temptation here and there, but they just need to have stubborn faith that no, there is nothing good God cannot do.
The event climaxed with Thanksgiving, among others. Oluwatobiloba Odunuga, Osbc News.
You are welcome to our sports segment.
Will confront Uganda in the quarterfinals of the ongoing 2023 African Under-20 in Egypt. Adam Bosso's side finished second in Group A after defeating Mozambique 2-0 in their final group game. Uganda confirmed their place in the last 8 after a goalless draw with South Sudan. The young crane finished in the second position in the group behind Congo. Victory in the game will see the Flying Eagles secure a place at this year's 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup to be hosted by Indonesia later this year. Meanwhile, Nigeria's senior men's basketball team, the Tigers, missed out on the qualification for the 2023 FIBA World Cup after losing to Angola. The Tigers, who went into the game on the back of victories against Ivory Coast and Guinea, needed to beat Angola and hope Cape Verde lose to Ivory Coast. However, things did not go as planned, as Cape Verde beat Ivory Coast and the Tigers went down 65-69. In the final Group E standing, Ivory Coast finished top. Angola were runners-up and Cape Verde third, and all three qualified for the World Cup. The Tigers placed fourth, Guinea finished fifth, and Uganda sixth. Meanwhile, South Sudan and Egypt are Africa's other two representatives after finishing first and second respectively in Group F. In the meantime, British number one Cameron Norrie beat top seed Carlos Alcaraz in a thrilling Rio Open final to claim his fifth ATP singles title. The 27-year-old came from a set down to beat the Spaniard 5-7, 6-4, 7-5. The victory comes just 7 days after Norrie, ranked 13th in the world, lost to world number 2 Alcaraz in the finals of the Argentina Open. It is Norrie's first title of 2023 and just his second on clay, having won the Lyon Open in 2022. Alcaraz, who was the defending champion in Rio, having beat Diego Schwartzman in last year's final, missed out on an 8th career title. It was his second tournament of the year following a 4-month injury layoff, which saw him miss the Australian Open. Or Maltayo Adibodun, Osbc News.
And on the foreign scene, the United Nations has called for $4.3 billion to help millions of people in Yemen, where an 8-year war has left millions in urgent need of aid. Kayode Adebayo reports.
The appeal by the United Nations was done in a donors conference with UN officials warning that record global humanitarian needs are stretching donor support like never before. The organization stated that without sustained support for the aid operation in Yemen, the lives of millions of Yemenis will hang in the balance, and efforts to end the conflict once and for all will become even more challenging. 8 years of fighting have left hundreds of thousands of people dead, at least 4.3 million people internally displaced, and 2/3 of the country's population of nearly 33 million in need of humanitarian aid. The most recent truce, which began in April 2022, had raised hopes of a lasting peace, but Houthis, who remain in control of much of northeastern Yemen, refused to agree to a further extension. UN Chief Antonio Guterres said in a statement that the international community has the power and the means to end the crisis. Meanwhile, the death toll from the floods and landslides in southeast Brazil a week ago was officially increased to 64 as the search continued for one missing person. The Sao Paulo state government said more than an entire February's worth of rain fell in 24 hours on the picturesque beach resort town of São Sebastião and surrounding areas. Authorities said the largest daily rainfall ever registered in Brazil triggered violent floods and landslides that tore through precariously built hillside communities. According to civil defense authorities, more than 2,400 people were displaced by the downpour, which washed away homes, roads, clinics, and other infrastructure. Reports say an estimated 9.5 million of Brazil's 215 million people live in areas at high risk of flooding or landslides, mainly poor favela neighborhoods. Kayode Adebayo, Osbc News.
And that ends the major report on OSBC TV. It was edited by Kayode Adebayo. I'm Olubumi Ajiboye, saying good night.
Are you looking for the way to entertain that special person? Look no further than StarTime's Valentine Boost offer. To enjoy this offer, recharge 1 month on Nova Basic or Smart Bouquet and get an instant next upper bouquet. Recharge on Classic or Super Bouquet and get 3 days extra. With thousands of juicy content to choose from, you and your Valentine can enjoy watching the latest movies and shows on ST Nollywood Plus, gripping series on Star Life and ST Novella E+, news on 2023 elections, live Copa del Rey and Rivers United in the CAF Confederation Cup, and more. Also, selected couples will be having a special dinner with the Valentine's brand ambassador, Femi Adebayo. Get upgraded. Promo runs from February 10 to 28. Terms and conditions apply. So this Valentine's month, show your love with Star Times.
Mi ibi tí mo bọ́rọ̀ dé ẹ̀ ń fìyà jẹ aráàlú lórí owó tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ fún tí ò ń ṣe pé èèyàn kan ló bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ tí ò ń ṣe wípé ìjọba ló fẹ́ fún wọn lówó lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ẹ̀ ń fìyà jẹ wọn ẹ̀ ń fún wọn ní 10 days ó rèé o owó oríṣi 4 là ń ná ní Libya èyí tí wọ́n gbé jáde lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ òun lélẹ̀ mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin báyìí là ń ná o 10 dinars wọn lélẹ̀ tó dúró fún 1,000 Nàìjíríà ó ju 1,000 Nàìjíríà gan lọ bó ṣe wà bíi 15,000 Nàìjíríà 15,000 Nàìjíríà wọ́n lélẹ̀ èyí tí àná tẹ̀lé mi ó tún kù ìkan mo ti lọ ná yẹn ká ní kò ń ṣe pé mo ti kó yẹn lọ fún àwọn tí mo fẹ́ kówó fún mi ò bá fún yín nìyẹn náà kẹ́ ẹ wò gbogbo owó tá à ná nìyẹn o wọ́n sọ pé wọn ò fẹ́ eléyìí mọ́ wọ́n lélẹ̀ la máa ná pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ wọn kánṣu ẹ̀ à ń ná láti bí ọdún 5 sí ta ti ń ná àwọn owó yìí wọ́n ti ń ná àwọn olóyè kan ti ṣe tuntun yìí a dẹ̀ sì ná wọn o ó lè wá di lọ́la òde yìí o kàn sọ fún wọn pé wọ́n fún wa ní 3 months kí kálukú fi kó lọ sí báńkì kí báńkì dẹ̀ fún yín ní míì báńkì máa fún yín ní míì ni òun lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ owó tí wọ́n bá ná tí wọ́n sọ pé wọn ò ná mọ́ yẹn wọ́n máa fún.
Tẹlifíṣàn Ọ̀ṣun dé.